Good morning YouTube, magandang umaga. What's up and welcome to today's video. Where were you when I ate the balut? Why weren't you there? The people want to know. I can see some bones.
I was at work.
That's just an excuse.
Not an excuse, I literally have a job.
Normally you work from home, you just happen to coincidentally have to go to the office on the day that I ate balut. And the people have spoken. They want to see you eat balut. So if
I can't hear anyone. All I hear is the ringing in my ears.
Chloe, we want you to eat balut. Balut, Chloe. Magluluto balut.
I can see that those words are coming out of your mouth.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if this video gets 10 comments sharing an egg emoji, Chloe said she'll eat balut, didn't you, Chloe?
10,000.
10 comments.
10,000.
10 comments, everybody. That's all we need. Now, in today's video, we're going to be making and eating Lechon Kawali. It's going to be delicious. We're going to make the sauces. We're going to eat, and it's going to be fabulous.
Yeah. Deep fried pork. Can't say I'm not into it.
I can't. I'm squeezing your butt right now.
That's not my butt.
No? What was that?
It's my back.
A really great thing about Lechon Kawali is that it doesn't actually have a huge amount of ingredients. Obviously we have the lechon and we're going to be using pork belly. We've got 1 kilo of that and we salted it yesterday. Now to make our pork belly or our lechon even more delicious, we'll be boiling it and deep fat frying it. And when we're boiling it, we're going to boil it in garlic, soy sauce, aka toyo, black peppercorns and bay leaves. And then we have like the flavor enhancers of the lechon, the dippy dippies, which I absolutely adore. So we have 2 dippy dippies for today. One is our sawsawan, which is going to be a mixture of onions, vinegee, soy sauce, and chilies. And then we have the lechon nung salsa. Did I say that? Is that the right way around?
Salsa nung lechon, right?
I think you're right, yes. I've never experienced before. Have you had it?
I think we've had it, like that's the dippy that we get when we got it from when we...
What Chloe's trying to say is we have had it before and I have a terrible memory. And the ingredients that we're going to be using for that today will be fancy vinegee, apple cider vinegar, liver spread, onion, garlic, breadcrumbs, brown sugar, bacon fat, and salt and pepper. What are you going to say?
It was when we got it from, what's that place in the Tooting Market called? Addings.
Addings. Big shout out to Addings. Great Filipino food in Tooting. I want to give you a calamansi plant update. This is very exciting. I think we almost have enough calamansi to make something like a sisig, which we've only done once before, and I think it'd be quite fun to do again. So,
especially because there's different types of sisig that we haven't done.
So many types, like sisig pizza. This one is pretty much ready to go. There's one there. We've got one brewing just up there, like a good old fart.
Delightful.
That is the calamansi update of the month. Hopefully in maybe 6 to 8 weeks, we'll be able to pull them off and make something with actual real fresh calamansi for you. So the lechon or the pork belly is on the hob, boiling at the moment. And once that's boiled and cooked where we want it to be, we're gonna stick it in the oven to dry out the skin before we deep fat fry it. So that's already done. We just now need to make our salsa nung lechon. Or was it lechon nang salsa. I'm not sure. But I do understand there is a popular lechon sauce in the Philippines.
Yeah, I think it's called like Mang Tomas or something.
Okay, well, the Thomas sauce, we don't have that today. We're going to be making it from scratch. And I was thinking it would have been quite nice to have it, to compare it. Ooh, that looks nice.
You and I, we never show emotions, we just keep it down inside. Yeah, you and I, both longing for expression for the things we like, but we stay quiet. Hold me now, tell me things, tell me all about how you feel. Just let yourself go.
Let me show you the boiling lechon.
I think I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes.
So once that's done boiling, we're going to stick it in the oven to dry out the skin, and then we just got to deep fat fry it. And also we're going to make some rice to go with it.
Say it loud, wake the world on the other side, make it real. Just let yourself go, just let go. Just let go. Just let go. Just let yourself go. Let yourself, me and you, we're holding back each other.
Before we started filming, I put a piece in my mouth because I was feeling greedy, and Chloe was like, why are you doing that without dippy? So,
Do you want me to put it on, seeing as you've already put that in your mouth?
thank you. I'm so hungry.
Oh, we've got rice.
Oh, lordy lord. You're in for an absolute treat. Obviously it's crispy. It's got that sticky texture where it grips to your teeth. Crunch is beautiful. The vinegee gives you that. Vinegee.
And the spicy.
Ooh. Cheers everyone. Hanggang, mama thai. Tagai, hanggang, mama thai. Cheers. Cheers. It's been a while since I had a sippy sip of the Red Horse. Been a very long time, in fact, because before the holiday, I was having the problems in my heart. So I wasn't drinking. Well, now I'm better. What better way than to celebrate a healthy heart than to have the heart stopper itself, the deep fat fried lechon.
Deep fried pork belly. Okay, so I'm gonna try this this lechon sauce.
Yeah, we're always trying to be as honest as possible on this show, on this channel. So I don't want to pretend like I like anything. And
it smelled terrible.
Yeah.
And it didn't taste great when we were tasting it. I've seasoned it, but the aftertaste was really strong. But maybe it tastes better like with meat.
I'll get a generous portion. Panlasang Pinoy, shout out to Panlasang Pinoy whose recipe this was. He suggested actual pork liver, whereas we went for the liver spread.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
I could use more salt.
You wanna grab some? It has an aftertaste. I don't know if it's the liver spread.
I think it's just liver in general has the aftertaste.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, like, you know, when you, well, I guess like not all pate has like a big aftertaste.
Okay.
But it's kind of got that pate vibe.
Really impressed with the way the pork belly came out though. It's got a really nice crispy layer on the top and then the succulent pork in the center, which hasn't, did you hear my throat then? And on the interior, it's succulent, it's not overdone. It's come through really nicely. I think this is the most success we've had. I think with the crispy pata that we made, if you haven't seen that video, check it out. We made the crispy pata. The meat itself, I think, was a little bit too far. I think it could have been slightly more tender, whereas I think we've really nailed this in terms of the tenderness of the belly.
It wasn't far enough, you mean?
Yes.
I'm gonna go in, a bit of rice, a bit of pork, a bit of sauce.
I'm really glad you don't just agree with everything I say, because if you did, I don't think anything would be honest, because I'm always forgetting. I could have sworn the pata was too far gone.
If it was too chewy, it wasn't boiled for long enough to make it tender.
So we used about half of our pork belly because...
Well, this is all of the pork belly.
Okay, this is all... I thought we were using half because we were going to make taco soup.
Well, this is a kilo of pork belly, which is quite a lot for 2 people to eat. So I thought we would save half. We'd make pak siu with the liver sauce stuff, because that's what people do, apparently.
So,
With leftover lechon.
we have to be disciplined with this, and only eat half. Because, yeah, we're going to use the leftover to make the pakisor.
Pak siu.
Are you sure? I'm not sure. I think it's pakisor.
It's P-A-K-S-I-W.
Oh, I thought there was an I. Pakisor. Beg your pardon. Well, we're going to be making paksor with this, and the sauce, and...
Pak siu.
Okay, we're going to be making that with this, and Chloe made a stock with the lechon water.
Yes.
There's a bloody fly in here. I'm going to get some of that liver spread. Sawsawan lechon.
Salsa. Lechon.
Right.
I'm living my best life with this rice. Sawsawan and lechon combo.
Using cutlery. I've hardly touched my spoon. I mean, really, this is definitely a less cutlery the better meal.
Yeah,
And the rice that I made a while ago, which I thought was a disaster, is actually quite good. It's very sticky, very fluffy. I think there really has to be something said about eating it with your bare hands, dipping it in the sawsawan, getting like the residue of the vinegee dippy on your fingers, and then
scooping it up with some rice.
a little finger licky. Sounds kind of weird. How this differs from crispy patter in a way that I quite like is that you get even servings of things, and they become wonderful vessels for moving the sawsawan and the rice into your mouth. It's great. It's really good.
It's so good.
We deep fat fried it in the fat that we used, or the oil, I should say, that we used for the lumpia. And when it was coming to temperature, it really smelled like lumpia, didn't it? We've got like infused within our Lechon Kawali,
Just
the aroma of lumpia.
so good.
It's beautiful.
I forgot what the lumpia tasted like until I got the smell of the oil.
I love making these videos and getting to eat this food.
It's so good.
It's so good, and it's definitely not something you'd probably go out your way to make on a Sunday night. But we make the videos, so we get to make the food. 6 months ago, when we made sinigang, probably would have thought the same thing. Unlikely that we'll make this without having the incentive for a video. Since then, we've been making sinigang. We've been having it all the time. The videos help us discover stuff and learn a ton about, obviously, the culture of the Philippines, the food. But then it just ends up becoming or being ingrained in our lives.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I make adobo and sinigang all the time.
You made adobo the other day.
And I was thinking about how I wanted to make tinalo again now that the weather's turning.
Great if you're breastfeeding as well.
Cool.
Someone messaged me a while ago, mentioned the adobo burger that someone had made on like a Good Morning America.
Right.
That Gordon Ramsay had like adjudicated a cooking show in the morning, and they bought a recipe for the adobo burger. I was thinking we should make it.
Yeah.
Like an adobo infused burger.
Is it a beef patty or a pork patty? Well, like what I would think that I would do, just a regular, really good, solid beef patty, and then do like pulled pork, but like adobo pulled pork, and then have like a pile of that in the burger.
In the burger. Wow, that sounds great. I was just gonna say, should we, if you want another piece, take another piece, but
No, I'm good.
we need it for the pakisor. Paksu.
I'd say this is less than half,
Yeah,
but it's fine.
oh, it's fun.
We can always supplement with extra pork belly.
What about getting some of that vinegee?
Oh, I did that. It's really good.
Who's done this before? Taken their vinegee dippy dip sawsawan?
And put it on the rice.
I'm doing a terrible job with my pronunciations tonight. Sawsawan.
Sawsawan.
My Tagalog teacher and I literally sat probably 4 or 5 minutes repeatedly saying sawsawan just because I couldn't get it right. But I swear I'm saying it exactly like she is.
It like the pakisor earlier.
I just thought there was an I in it. Pakisor. Pakisor.
There is an I in it,
There
but
is?
it's pak siu.
Ooh, that's where I'm going wrong. What was the highlight? While I chew.
Wonderful. All of it was great. I really liked having it with the rice.
I mean, I may as well just eat that.
I feel a bit sick.
Okay.
So probably was enough for me. Like, I didn't eat very much, but it was definitely enough. I can't fault it. It's like creamy meat, and it's also crispy.
And it goes down well with a red horse. You want to sip?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Oh.
Remember when you wanted to make red horse ice cream?
Yeah, we never got around to that.
No, you never got around to it.
There's another video, everybody, who wants to see Chloe make red horse ice cream and me eat it all. But for our next video, we will be making pakisu. Pakisu. Cut. Next video, we're gonna be making pakisu. We hope you enjoyed this video. I think crispy pata still remains my favorite deep fat fried lechon.
I think I preferred crispy pata. I followed the recipe and it said to cut them into strips so you get more like crispy surface area. But I think that's what's making me feel ill, is that like more of it was fried. Whereas with the crispy pata, only the outside was fried. So it was like you could get some of that succulent internal juiciness and like some of the crispy skin.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was as oily and fatty as this was.
I would be curious to have it with the dippy dip, Mung Thomas.
That is much nicer with the meat than it is just tasting the sauce on its own.
Yeah, there's a strange aftertaste.
If you have too much. Oh, don't do that. You'll ruin your dinner.
Let's see how Red Horse goes with it. Still good. Red Horse is bulletproof. You can have it with anything. Excellent. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn the bell notifications on while you're at it.
Ba-ding.
Just switch them on, you know? Because that way you'll get notified when we make and eat pakisu.
Pakisu.
Pakisu. And on that note, I'll see you soon. Makita ulit tayo. Paalam.
Paalam.
Bye, everybody.